I'm Eric Cortina, Creative Director for Rogers Garden. Tonight I'm celebrating the beginning of summer, or the summer solstice. As you can tell, I've already started working on my table, but I want to walk you through the creative process on this table setting. First, let's talk about the table. I actually have a small table, only 6 foot by 3.5 foot. So I went to the hardware store and purchased a 4 foot by 8 foot piece of plywood to add surface to the table. Another hardware secret is this canvas painter's tarp. This is going to be my undercloth, and I've actually washed this about 4 times, and it's very soft and it hangs beautifully. It actually looks like old French linen. On top of that, I've paired simple striped Indian tablecloths that kind of give interest to the bottom of the table. To top it off, I've added this beautiful antique Indian vintage Cantha quilt. And what's amazing, at all these stitches are hand done, even a patch on this place setting, which is amazing. To give more interest, I'm going to add a fresh monstera leaf at each place setting. It just will be a conversation starter for the table. I normally use Vietri dinnerware, and it is my favorite. I use this every day, and it's from Italy. And if you put this on the table, you can tell it just stands out. It's not incorporated into the table, it's just gonna become the focus of the table. So I'm not gonna actually use these tonight. I'm actually going to be using, sticking with the leaf theme, a palm leaf plate, which has been hand harvested, and they are biodegradable, and they are very resilient and very strong. So I think it just adds an informality to the table. On top of that, I'm going to use again French plate. Unfortunately, I bought this years ago at Rogers. They don't produce them anymore, so you're gonna have to go onto a resale site such as eBay or Etsy to find them. But I think the color palette is beautiful and really blends into the table. Another thing I love are colored water glasses. These I also bought at Rogers years and years and years ago, so they're no longer in production, they're not available. But another lesson you can learn is when you're at Rogers, if you see something you truly love, definitely purchase it, because our stock changes all the time. So, lesson to be learned on that. Next, I want to talk about the actual flowers for the table setting. I like to use match pewter as my vases. Here's a piece that I like a lot. I just bought it. As you can tell, it still has the tag. But what I like about this is it still has the marks of the artisans that worked on it. 4 marks means 4 people actually worked on this to bring flowers to the table. I actually made these last night using the pewter vases, and why I actually like the pewter is that you can't see the water, so I don't have to replace the water, because overnight it could become murky. But I love the color palette. We're using oranges, yellows, greens, and this beautiful suede colored tulip. I'm gonna add in other flowers. I'm gonna be doing 3 main centerpieces running down the table, and then adding in a satellite arrangement. And then as I was working on the flowers last night, 3 of them broke off, but don't worry, just put them in a small vase, add them into the table. And then to finish off the table, votives. The more you have, obviously the better. Giving ambient light to the table. Hopefully you found this informative. Take care. Cheers.